Just a game. Is it just a game? An article in the Inquiry's Journal states that many Americans believe that sports and athletics play a large part in the lives of others. It even goes on to say that many Americans believe it is part of the American dream. As a current student athlete, I've seen firsthand the impact and the influence that sports and athletics have played in the lives of others. As a child, I valued the lessons that it taught me, such as teamwork, respect, and communication. I have seen firsthand how athletes have taken these lessons and values and implemented into their lives in the future. Being a part of a team or being a part of sports and athletics can give you a sense of unity and belonging. Athletics can provide a common language for many. Along with the obvious health benefits of being an athlete, being a part of athletics can increase your self-esteem and produce a sense of self-actualization. And in some situations, when athletes take their career beyond to professional levels, it can increase their home stability and financial security. However, there would be no athletes without coaches. I have interviewed head track and field coach at UNCG, Coach Chad Pearson. Pearson is in his 6th season as head coach at UNCG and hopes to eventually lead his team to a conference championship. Pearson had 3 main points during his interview. 1, there is no clear path to being a successful coach. 2, coaches must find opportunities within their team to coach for character. And 3, coaches must know their athletes to learn how to coach them well. Many coaches either have experience, education, or both to prepare them to be coaches. In this case, Pearson had both. Experience. Pearson was a standout track and field athlete at NC State, and even went on to be a United States Olympic qualifier in track and field. This experience allowed him to relate to his athletes, not only as athletes, but as student athletes. He understood the stressors that academics and athletics can play on their lives, and the balance that there must be. Education. Pearson has a graduate degree in exercise physiology and was a graduate assistant at NC State. He feels as though his education prepared him for certain aspects of coaching. However, his experience weighed heavily more on his coaching style. Pearson does state that there is no standard field of education or course that coaches must take to be successful. There are very successful coaches that have no education or no experience. However, they are successful in their own right. But it is about their learning environment that makes them successful. In these learning environments, coaches can develop their coaching philosophy. Your coaching philosophy is what coaches use to set the standard for their team. A coaching philosophy that many coaches live by is student first, athlete second. Athlete obviously refers to their athletic ability. However, student not only refers to their academic ability, but their character as a person. Coaches must find opportunities to coach for character, not just their athletic ability. An obvious coachable moment is when looking at winning and losing. Pearson goes on to define losing as any time to learn from mistakes. Losing is not negative, and it can have more influence on an athlete than winning. Pearson defines winning as any moment of progress. On his team, he finds that this concept is a little difficult to implement due to the fact that UNCG is a Division I athletic school. Track and field holds athletes at the Division I level to a certain standard, and each individual athlete is measured upon that standard and compared to athletes across the nation, not simply to the standards of their own. Pearson finds that to make this more easy, he has to get to know each individual athlete and know what the idea of progress is for each individual athlete. Within his team, he has to set the standard. He must know what each individual athlete's idea of progress is. To do this, he begins with his recruitment process. In his recruitment process, he likes to find athletes that mold well with his coaching style. The 3 coaching styles that many coaches go with are command, submissive, and cooperative. Command coaching style can be identified as overly dominant coaching. Submissive coaching style can be defined as overly passive coaching. And cooperative coaching style is a combination of both. This is a coaching style that many coaches, along with Pearson, identify with. Pearson liked the respect aspect of the command coaching style. However, he didn't like the disordered structure of the submissive coaching style. Pearson feels as though athletes should respect their coaches and coaches should have the final decision. However, it does not hurt to have the influence of athletes in making decisions. Every day in coaching is not perfect. However, it does help to have coaching staff and athletes that are all working together towards a common goal. Coaching is a lifestyle. There are many misconceptions to coaching, such as the fact that coaches coach all day. That is not true. There is several administrative works, disciplinary issues, and academic issues that must be resolved within a day, along with planning workouts and coaching. Learning environments help coaches develop and accomplish their coaching philosophy. This is a standard coaches must stick to and hold their team standard to within coaching to help them be more successful. Coaches can place such a strong influence on their athletes athletically. NCAA states that there's only 2% of athletes in all sports that go professional. So coaches must take the time to influence their athletes not only athletically, but academically, and help them gain progress into their future careers. Coaches have the power to prove that sports and athletics are more than just a game. Thank you.